Hi everybody, I'm Martin Spedding and this is Imogen Dillon.
Hi everyone.
Imogen's our head winemaker here at 10 Minutes by Tractor, and I wanted to do a short little video just to sort of help explain a bit about how we make our wine and how we sort of select the wines that go into the 10X range, etc. So yeah, I suppose to start off with, we should explain we've got 9 vineyards here on the Mornington Peninsula where we take fruit. And with 70 odd parcels of fruit that we get into the winery during harvest.
Yeah, nearly up to 40 hectares now across the Mornington Peninsula. So some beautiful spots.
So there's quite a lot of choice there, but it's not just about that choice. It's about the differences in the climate that exists really around the peninsula. There's differences in elevation, with aspect, with the influence of the water that sits around us, those sort of cool air flows that come off Western Port, the Bass Strait and Port Phillip Bay, of course. And and just that sort of up the hill and down the hill differences can be up to 30 days difference in picking dates, which is quite a lot for a very small area.
It's a huge amount really, and I think it really shows the diversity of the region of the Mornington Peninsula. And I think we're lucky enough to have the passion for the business that we are able to secure those plots from down the hill and up the hill to really add into the different wines that we supply.
Yeah, and so we've got 3 levels of wines. We've got our 10X range, which is a range of wines which includes our rosé, our Pinot Gris, Sauvignon Blanc, our off the Judd Vineyard, and then we've got the 10X Pinot and Chardonnay. And then we've got the estate wines, which is a selection, a barrel selection that we do here actually at this time of the year, going through all the barrels to make a selection of what would sit in the estate level, and then of course the single vineyards. Why don't you talk a little bit about just that process and what we go through?
Yeah, for sure. So I think, for a starting point, we keep everything separate that comes into the winery. So we're really looking at each individual block year to year and where we think it will sit well. I guess from a 10X point of view, that's our entry level and so looking at stuff like Pinot and Chardonnay, where we do have a lot of parcels to choose from. I think 10X, we really want it to be that wine it's got some nice detail in it, but it's actually, a really pleasant drink, during the week or on the weekend or whenever, but it's got some lovely sort of fruit and lusciousness. It's not too serious where you're wanting to have to decant or leave it bottle overnight or a couple of nights to let it breathe. We just really wanted to have those aromatics and that freshness in the glass straight away, where it's just really inviting and a drink that you're just enjoying all the time.
Yeah, and I think one of the really key things about I suppose our viticulture and our winemaking is that we do basically everything exactly the same, regardless of whether it's our absolute top single vineyard wine or whether it's not. I mean, we bring the fruit in the vineyard. We're doing all the same things. We're doing leaf plucking, shoot thinning, and all of the things that we would do on our premium blocks, we'd be doing across the board. We've also got a sorting table here on that we use to sort the fruit as it comes into the winery, and
everything's given the utmost attention. I think we are a cool climate region, and there's a lot of work that's needed in the vineyards to get that fruit to perform and to get it to the optimum level. And I don't think if you didn't do that work, you'd even be able to get it to an okay level at that entry point. So we definitely take a lot of pride in terms of making sure that every single block is the best that it can be, and the work is put into it to make it that.
We do. We always joke that we're very democratic and that we give every grape a chance, right?
We do, 100% do.
So I think for us it's about over delivering and really putting everything we can into every bottle of wine that we make, and I think that's reflected in the 10X range, which really, is some of the best wines that we make every year.
No, it's definitely a blend. Like, we've been putting together the blend for the 2021 just last week, and it's definitely a blend that we put a huge amount of effort into, and we really want it to pop when it's in the glass. We want it to have that juicy fruit. We want it to have those nice tannins, and just have that really lovely balance that, you know, is going to wow people in the glass, even though it's our entry point. It's a really strong wine for us, and we really want to keep it at that good level of quality.
Yeah, agreed. Well, cheers everybody. Hope you enjoy.
Thanks.